What is emotional addiction? I want to put more light on this topic because it's so much important in psychology, in understanding yourself. And also, it's common to know that emotional addiction is something like indulging in something that brings you good emotions, right? But not necessarily. A person can be emotionally addictive to unpleasant feelings, to negative emotions and negative experiences. And when we know what our emotional addictions are and where it comes from and how it operates, then we have all clarity about what is happening in our life here and now, and we have all possibilities to make the right choice here and now, to choose what is right for us, what we want to have, what we want to experience. Because even if we have emotional addictions, we can change it. And in this video, I will share all of that. What is emotional addiction and how to change it. If you're interested, keep watching. Welcome back, guys. So, what is emotional addiction? Emotional addiction is when your body, your physical body, becomes addicted to the hormones that your brain chemicals release. And where it comes from. Addiction to specific emotion, to the specific experience, comes from our very first experiences in the past. And it's childhood experience. When it comes to quantum physics and physics in general and biology and neuroscience, I would say. Wait a second. Okay, too much noise. When it comes to neuroscience, it's all very well explained that first experience that a child gets is the moment when body starts being addicted. But it's not necessarily will become addicted to that emotion. A child needs to experience that emotion constantly. What happens when a child experiences the same emotion, they have the same experience constantly? Then chemicals in the brain happen that release specific hormone in child's body. And it depends on the experience. If a child had very good, very safe, very secure and emotionally healthy experience, then that child will grow up emotionally healthy. But if a child constantly used to experience stress, for example, instability, anxiety, then what happens? Brain produce the hormone of stress, cortisol, and I think serotonin, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on those terms. I'm still learning the scientific terminology. But yeah, the stress hormone. The brain releases those chemicals, those hormones, and those are going to the whole body, to the cells of the body. And the cells are amazing. They are so smart. One cell has, I don't know, maybe billions of receptors around. Imagine, here is a cell and it creates around receptors, billions of receptors, but only for that specific hormone to be taken into the cell. So it means the experience that is constant will produce constantly the same hormone. So the cell will create those receptors specifically just to that hormone to be accepted. And those receptors, they stay. When the cell exists, receptors stay. And they ask to be useful, that receptors would be active. They need constantly receive that hormone. So also it depends on the quantity of experience, of emotional experience that a child gets. Also depends how much receptors they will create around. So as more stressful environment it is, as more receptors for stress hormone the cell creates, it means those big quantity of receptors are asking constantly, give me that stress. I need the stress because I need to work, right? I can't stay without work. I need to work. So I need to get that hormone from you. So please go and find some problems in life, some miserable people who would give you stress and anxiety. Please do that for me because I need that hormone. That's how it works. And that's called emotional addiction. And that's how it explains psychology of those people who choose to stay in toxic relationship, in a very, very abusive relationship, when it's even physical violence, for example, physical violence, alcoholism, emotional abuse. People stay in those relationships because they are emotionally addicted, because that feeling, even if that feeling feels awful, still it feels familiar. Why? Because it comes from the childhood. That's all they know. So that's why they accept life as it should be, as it's supposed to be, without dreaming more, without believing that you can have more if you change your experience. And when you start changing your experience in life, when you start entertaining that addiction, that emotional addiction, then those cells die. With those receptors, they just die. And what happens then? When you start getting other kind of experience, when you start surrounding yourself with different type of people that give you that opposite, that positive experience, that produces the hormones of happiness, then you do the same with your body. Your cells create those receptors to accept the many hormones of happiness. So you become addicted to happiness. What also, I wouldn't say it's a good thing. In my personal opinion, there must be a balance, because if you're only addicted to happiness and you're looking for those happy experiences, then you become oblivious for the reality, for the potential threat in your life, because you see the world through the purple glasses. So that's why I so much believe in that Easter religion religions that promote that yin and yang, feminine energy together with masculine energy, balance of mind and feelings, the same as balance of feelings, of trying to disattach even from your feelings. Acknowledge but don't indulge in it, the same as you would indulge in any addiction, right? So that's what emotional addiction is. It's very well explained scientifically. So if you find yourself constantly repeating the same karmic patterns, if you constantly get the same experience that you don't like, go back to your past, go back to your childhood and analyze. Remember why, when you had the same feelings when you was a child. Then you will know why you keep attracting the same. And when you know that, when you have this clarity, oh my God, you have all the freedom to break those chains of addiction and start creating the life that you want, not the life that controls you. Then you start controlling the life. Actually, I don't like the word control. How to say it? It's not that you are controlling your life, but you take your power back. Before, when you repeat the same patterns of behavior because based off emotional addictions, you give your power of deciding away to that addiction, and then addiction controls you. But when you become aware what is happening, then you control your addiction and you can escape from that addiction and create the life that you really truly want. With this message, I'm saying you bye and see you in the next videos. As always, take care, guys.